What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Play to Win. We are currently in Season 2 and this is episode number 5. For those of you that have been following this series, you're probably wondering where on earth is episode number 4. Now if you remember a Ruining Randomer a few days ago, excuse me, I accidentally deleted all the files to number 4, but I did show you right at the very start there that the current record is 16, 0 and 0 and we've got 3 cups won. And the reason why it is 3 cups won is if you go back to episode 1, I get kicked out of the tournament a couple of times just because EA are fun like that. So today guys, we've got the player of the episode and he is Wallyson. I spoke about him yesterday in a Ruining Randomer episode. And I told people in FIFA 11 I had a 48 version of Wallyson, and I want to let people know that don't know how he came about. So basically guys, in FIFA 11, Wallyson was a silver rated striker, still had 5-star skills, still had super pace. He was a very good player to use, really fun to use, and very cheap for a 5-star skiller as well. He was like only like 6, 7, 8,000 coins, which was crazy because all of the other 5-star silvers like Marlos and Giovanni were 50, 60, 70, even 80,000 coins, you know. And back in FIFA 11 to pay 80,000 for a silver, that was a lot of money, you know. You never really used to pay that much. Like, you know, nowadays El Shaarawy and Maicon Liete and stuff, they, you know, in the hundreds of thousands of coins. Nobody would ever pay that sort of money for them in FIFA 11. So he was very cheap as a silver, and he scored a pretty cracking goal for his club. I'm sure you can find the goal on YouTube if you just type in Wallyson Screamer. It's like a 40 or 45 yard absolute rocket, and because of this, Barca Boy, who is a huge fan of Wallyson, got all of his subscribers to petition to EA to make an inform Wallyson card, because they kind of neglected the Liga do Brasil a little whilst the Premiership was in play. They really started to focus on making inform cards in the Liga do Brasil like they have in FIFA 12 once like the Premiership had finished and stuff, you know. Like in the summer months you get a lot of the Major League Soccer and Liga do Brasil players in inform versions, but if they did something spectacular in on season for the English leagues, they wouldn't really get a look in. So Barca Boy sent all of his players, all of his subscribers and stuff to troll EA on Twitter and basically demand an inform Wallyson. And what they basically did, guys, was make an inform Wallyson, but they made him a bronze rated 48 card, and it was pretty hilarious. He was so rare. He was going for around 300,000 coins. I managed to get my hands on one, and he was one of the best strikers in the game. What was crazy is his card stats were terrible. Like, it said his pace was something really low, his shooting was like 18 or something. I can't remember the exact stats. If anyone's actually got an inform Wallyson from FIFA 11 and can go and private message me the actual stats for him, I'd appreciate it a lot, and then I can show them in the next video that I make. But yeah, so basically they made a bronze version of him, but his in-game stats, guys, were insane. His long shots and his volleys were crazy good, his finishing was amazing, his pace was incredible, and you basically got, like, for those that knew why he was so expensive, you would buy him. But I'm sure there were thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of people on Ultimate Team that would see a 48 rated Wallyson on the market and be like, why the fuck would someone pay 300,000 coins for this guy? He looks absolutely shit, because they just don't know about why the EA made the card like that. But what you was able to do, like when I had the 96 Messi in FIFA 11 and I put the 48 Wallyson next to him, Messi was of course 5-star skills in FIFA 11. I then had a strike force of 2 of the best strikers in the game, because I actually really enjoyed Messi in FIFA 11, his super inform version. Not that it's actually called a super inform, but that's just what I call it. And basically your rating, because you know you got 96 and 48, the rating, your strike partnership rating would be something like 75 or 76, in spite of the fact that you've got a 96 rated player and a 48 superstar rated player on your team. It's absolutely amazing, and it allowed you to create so many good teams, and you know, people would never pull out games against you. They'd think you'd have a really poor team and stuff. And it was just all pretty much fun, a lot of fun. And in FIFA 12, when FIFA 12 first started and people saw that Wallyson was a gold card, it didn't really change too much because, like I say, he wasn't overly popular in FIFA 11. I really struggled to understand why. It's kind of like this year you've got Marias, who I really like. I think he's one of the best silver skillers on the game. He really reminds me of Giovanni from last year. He goes for like 3,000 or 4,000 coins, but for you know, reason I don't know. I guess because he's only got like 78 pace, which is still okay. It's not crazy good, but it's okay. And I guess Wallyson just wasn't really known as one of the best skillers. But I don't know why, because he had that super pace and he had 5-star skills, and like people made videos on him and stuff as well, but he just didn't get that that kind of interaction. So when FIFA 12 was released and Wallyson was a gold, for a lot of people it was a bit upsetting, because you know, you like your silver skillers. They're obviously a lot more interesting and a lot more fun to play with than golds, because you come up against easier teams, which makes it easier to skill against. One of the biggest things with Wallyson though in FIFA 12 being a gold was his pace. Like the fact he's a 76 rated card means he's so cheap. You can get him, as you can see here, like you can get him for around 1,500 on PS3 or 1,600 on Xbox. However, you can probably pick him up for around 1,000 coins if you search. Like, this is his average price. I don't know why it's that high. I always pick him up for like 800 to 1,000 coins in pretty much any formation, because there are so many of them on the market. He is so cheap. Yeah, I mean, he's gold and he's got a lot of pace. And in FIFA 12, we all know that because of the skill dribble and because of how important pace is in this game, it's just, he's an absolute beast of a player. You know, he's very similar to Agbonlahor in most senses, except for the fact that he has 5-star skills and Agbonlahor doesn't. It's one of those things that I talked about in a video before, where like, if you've got Agbonlahor up front, you're regarded as a cheap, sweaty player. If you've got Wallyson, you're regarded as a skiller, just because he's got 5-star skills. And you know, that's just people's perception of how things are. But Wallyson is a great player, guys. I realise now that I've talked about him for almost the whole episode, so we're just going to make this episode about him. And yeah, he's got 5-star skills and a 3-star weak foot, but some of his better stats, obviously his sprint and acceleration, but his shot power and his long shots and his volleys are just awesome. And he's only 5'10" as well, guys, but he scores a lot of headers if you're the type of player that crosses it in. He's 5'10", maybe 5'11", but he, like, even when you look at him on the field, he looks a lot bigger, he looks like a lot taller, and he does win headers. I guess he has like good strength and good jumping and heading abilities, and can really just dominate the air. Dominate the air? I guess that's a term. Yeah, he really can just dominate the air. So it would be awesome to see where he is in FIFA 13, what kind of card he has, whether or not he has 5-star skills. And it will also be awesome to see if Giovanni is back in FIFA 13, because I understand he played in the Liga do Brasil this weekend, which means hopefully he should get a transferred card back. That would be absolutely insane. But here we are, guys. We're on game number 20 now. We're in the final of the Advanced Cup again, and we're in a penalty shootout, and I'm fucking it up. I like penalty shootouts. I've got a pretty sweet technique to save penos. Not that I actually use it in this one, this penalty shootout. But yeah, so here we are. We got 3 cups. We're in the final. This guy had a pretty solid team. He had 5 at the back. Obviously, he had a few superb players in his team. And all round, he was just a bitch to play against, you know. Not complaining about it. It was just absolute fact. He was really good. He played defensively. He had 5 at the back. It was really hard to break down, and that's why it finished 1-1. And in extra time, we couldn't get anywhere either. However, I had a few bad penalties just at the start there, but I got pretty lucky to get back into it. He could have had it wrapped up by now. He wasn't the best at taking penalties. And that again there, that penalty with Hulk was just super lucky. He guessed right. Fortunately, had enough power and enough angle and direction on it. So we are coming towards the end of the video, guys. Just got this penalty shootout to go. But what I want to ask from you guys is, in FIFA 13, which obviously is coming around the corner very soon, what sort of things do you want to see from me? I have got a lot of my own ideas. I've got a lot of creative stuff that I think I can do for you guys, and I really think that it will work exceptionally well. But I also want to know what you guys want to see from me. Do you guys still want to see like Ruin a Random, or if you have any like pretty cool series ideas, you know, put them in the comment section. If you want to see some offline game modes, let me know what kind of offline game mode you would like to see. And if there's anything else that you've always sat there and thought, fuck, I wish one of my favourite YouTubers would do this, then just put it in the comment section. I'll take all comments on board and make sure I can get some of the best FIFA 13 FIFA 13 content out there for you. So this is the end here, guys. I won the cup again, managed to win on penalties. Joe Hart falling over there right at the very end. We pick up the 1900 coins, and this is pretty much it, guys. So thank you as always very much for watching. If you could like, subscribe and comment, that would be incredible, and I will see you next time. Cheers.